Hey guys, I just wanted to get on here real quick and talk about a few things. I'm not really working on anything today. I was out in the shop doing a quick little project for the wife, but I kind of wanted to, of course, we're right in the middle of the holiday season. So Merry Christmas, everybody. I did want to remind everybody to go back and watch the video about the giveaway. I'll try to leave a link in the description for that video. I need to get a few more comments on that video. So all the details on what you got to do is in that video. So go watch it and leave a comment for a chance to win the t-shirt and stickers we're giving away. And then I kind of want to talk about, the year in review. 2024 had some big things going on. We did a lot of cool stuff. Went to a lot of cool shows. The biggest thing was on Thanksgiving Day, we hit 1,000 subscribers. So that was awesome, which is what we're doing the giveaway for. And that will run till December 31st. Sometime after that, in the first of the year, we'll do a video and pick a winner for that and get all that stuff shipped out. But I did want to kind of talk about the next 3 weekends. I'm going to be traveling. So I probably won't be out here working on this thing or anything else. So if I'm going to try to, sneak in some video time in there somewhere, I just don't know when it'll be. So if we don't get a video out, on the car, next weekend or this weekend or whatever, that's why. All my kids are grown and I got grandkids, and some of them, moved off, and so a couple of those weekends we'll be traveling to see kids and grandkids, doing our Christmas with them. And then at the first of the year, the second, I think, I have a new grandbaby that's going to be here. So we'll be gone for that too. So the videos might not be coming for, a week or so as far as working on the cars and stuff. We're still in the middle of doing the trunk pan on this. The last video we did the repair job on the frame, so that kind of set us up to where hopefully the next thing we do to this will be actually putting the pan in. But yeah, 2024 was a pretty good year for Ratty Goat Garage. We did some neat things. Bought 2 projects. I bought this one and the Ventura. The Ventura is still here. We still have it. She's kind of on the back burner for now because we've been working on this beautiful, fine vehicle right here. This car is terrible. Anyway, no, I love this car. It's going to be cool when we get it done. But that's why I kind of wanted to talk about what's coming up for the channel. Obviously, this car, we want to get together and make a driver out of it. My goal is to do that this year, and the Ventura. I want to get the Ventura, maybe not exactly where we want it, but at least make it a driver. I mean, because it was close. I should have continued on it before I started on this car here, but I just couldn't help myself. I just wanted to work on this car. So we will probably try to get the Ventura in pretty soon after the first of the year. It just needs, a little bit. I need to figure out what I'm going to do at the rear end, if I'm going to just put a new one in it or rebuild that one or whatever. I got a little bit of wiring I got to button up, and some suspension work. I've got parts for it to do all the front end on it, and hopefully just get it in a driver. The motor that's in it is not the one I want to leave in it, but it does run. Doesn't run great, but it'll be good enough for a driver for right now if we get all the other, piddly things fixed on it. And of course, this thing still needs everything. I do think once we get the pan done, which I'm sure I've talked about, I know I'm repeating myself, but once we get the trunk pan done and all the floor pans and everything finished up, we're going to start doing at least suspension and stuff to get it back into a roller before we probably tackle this stuff, and I still got to order this piece. I still haven't ordered that yet, and then I got to figure out, it's rusted out underneath pretty bad too. I got to figure all that out, and then we'll have to do something there. This car, we have a few things we got to do. Power tour is coming up in June again this year. We're going to try to go. We suspect that it's going to start where it ended last year, but they haven't announced yet where it's going, where all the stops are going to be, but it'll be, June 9th, I think, will be the start of that. So we do have suspension work to do to the front of this, all those boxes there. And I do want to do something with the rear shocks. Maybe I really would like to put coilovers on it. I don't know if that'll happen. And we're going to upgrade the headlights hopefully between now and then. And I really, really want to change the look up as far as wheels and tires. Maybe. We're going to put different tires and wheels on it and see what it looks like. And we may vote on that. I don't know. Who knows? But that's kind of what's going on with the cars. I am sure this year I will probably buy something else too. I'm the world's worst about buying project cars, so I doubt that I go all year without buying something. I have being a car guy, there's a huge list of cars that I want, and then there's a couple that are must-haves, like dream cars that I want. Of course, the GTOs, I love them. I'm a fanatic about those. That's been my dream car since I was a small child, so I have that. But the only thing that, only bucket list vehicle that I must own before I die is I would like to have a 71 or 72 Cheyenne pickup, like C10, that body style. So hopefully one of these days we'll run across one of those. That'll be a project for my future. I like any old truck though. I like all old trucks. Obviously I have my preferences and my certain styles that I like, but I like everything. Anything from old, Model A hot rods, Tri-5 Chevys, any muscle car, Chevelles, GTOs, Cutlasses, any of that stuff, from that era, 68 to 72. I love all that stuff. Any classic Chevrolet truck, whether it's the C10 square bodies. I've owned a ton of square bodies in my life. I wish I had another one now. So we hopefully would like to run into that too. Maybe get an old square body. I had, like I said, tons of them when I was a kid. One of my favorites was when I was in high school. I had it's like an 80 model square body that I put a 402 big block in. And I have that 402 that's in the Ventura that will come out of that car eventually. So I would like to maybe find a square body and put that, maybe rebuild that motor and put that in an old square body. And then just, who knows? You just never know what you'll run across, that you don't really know you need until you see it. And it's like, oh yeah, I need that car. So I'm sure there will be stuff like that. So this thing, the plan for it is just to make it a cruiser, just, nothing super fancy other than, I want it to be mechanically sound and have decent interior. Other than that, I don't care what the outside of it looks like. It'll probably look just like it does right now. I'm debating on the hood and deck lid of what I really like, the patina colored burnt whatever on all that. So we may work on the underside of it and just leave the outside, or if not, I have run across a few used hoods. I've actually messaged a guy that has a blue hood that's pretty rough, but I think it will be better than what we got. I haven't heard back from him yet. So, and he has an orange deck lid, like trunk lid. So, be another multicolored vehicle, but obviously I don't care about that. So, but anyway, that's kind of just where we're at. And y'all guys can comment and tell me what you would like to see me work on, what you'd like to see me do to this stuff. I love getting the comments, even the bad ones. I don't care. One thing, and I'm not one of those dudes that makes New Year's resolutions. I never have, because I don't ever stick to them. But one thing I do want to accomplish this year also, aside from what I want to do with my cars, is I need to really organize my shop and get it to where it's easier to work out here and easier to find stuff. I just have piles of stuff everywhere. Like, you know, I've got so many cars in here and so many parts for all these cars that you can't find nothing. And like this car we're not working on, but I have all these parts that go to it. All of that stuff over there goes to it. So I think all that stuff is going to go inside the car. And some of this stuff that don't have to be in here is going to go somewhere else. And then we're going to get the shop all cleaned up. I need some more storage, so I may look into getting like another box similar to that. I need some more drawer space. Need some more cabinet space. And I want to have like a little welding station, even though I'm a terrible welder. And this counter right here, I don't know if you can tell, but it's too high to really use for anything. You can't use it as a workbench. You can use it to store stuff, but it's just too tall. Like, if you know, that shelf over there and those cabinets, you know, they're probably maybe about that tall or whatever. I think that's about 5 or 6 inches too tall. So I'm thinking about taking this out and making, you know, getting me a welding table made. Of course, I think I'm going to have to, I've got some extra metal from when they built my shop, which you can't see here, but like, you know, my insulation is just showing there. So I thought about maybe putting the metal up on the wall in this section and then putting my welding table here. That way sparks and stuff won't catch my insulation on fire and I won't burn my shop down. And then I think I can take this, maybe cut 5 inches off the bottom of it and drop it down, and I may move it over here somewhere. I have just a crappy, I don't know if you can tell, but there's a very old valve grinder over there sitting on a roll cart with lumber on top of it. That's that shelf over there. So it's rickety. It doesn't work. So I may put that over there. I need to do something with all of that crap and get it out of my way. So yeah, I just got a lot of organizing and cleaning that I need to do and kind of, you know, get it to where it's easier to work in here and do the things that I need to do. There's so much stuff over here that just needs to go. Like, those tires and wheels can go out into the shed. I've got tires and wheels over there. Like, all those seats and stuff can go in this car, which those may get used in the red car. I haven't decided yet. These seats and that, those seats over there, the back seats, were in this car. It's not the original interior to this car, because this car had like saddle interior, but I switched it all over to black when I was in high school. So it all may go in that car. And of course, all the fenders for this car and extra parts for it are all over there. And then some of my son has stuff over there. He has an engine over there and some engine parts and stuff like that. So we'll definitely try to do something with all that stuff. But I just would like to, you know, and I just have stuff everywhere, and I can't find nothing when I need it. So I like things to have their own place. So that is kind of one of my goals for 2025 is get this shop in shape. You know, and there's just stuff out here that just doesn't have to be in here. You know, it can go be stored somewhere else until I need it. You know, it doesn't have to all be in here. So, but yeah, it's just a wreck. Like, just look, like there's just piles of stuff, you know. It's ridiculous. But it's amazing how much stuff you accumulate over the years of doing it. Like, I mean, I've always tinkered with old cars, you know, my whole life, and had, you know, I've had the black car and the gray car since I was in high school, and I've been accumulating parts ever since for these cars. So yeah, and plus I've owned multiple other old cars for, you know, short periods of time in my life that, you know, sometimes come with extra parts and stuff that you still have. And so yeah, it's a mess in here. It's ridiculous. So I need to get that done. And obviously, I would love for the channel to keep growing. I never thought we would even get to 1,000 subscribers, but we have surpassed that now. So that is awesome. Again, thank everybody. I really appreciate it. And I hope we can keep going on it. So, you know, tell your friends, share, like, subscribe, comment. That really helps me out when you do that. So please, you know, let's just keep her going. And let me know, again, like what you want to see. What car would you rather me work on? Do you want me to continue working on this one? Or do you want to start on this? Or do you want to get the Ventura in here? I also have a 1966 Chevrolet C10 that me and my wife argue over who that truck belongs to. So I got it to work on. It's like everything else. It's just a roller, just a rough old body, no motor, no transmission. I can't remember if it's ever been shown on here. It was in the shop at one time. I don't know if that was before or after I started doing YouTube. But anyway, I have one of those. It's just a little short bed, regular cab, fleet side, you know. It belonged to my wife's brother. And then I remember when we were in school, him drive. I'm sure I rode in it back when we were kids. And her dad wound up with it somehow. I don't know the specifics of that, but he was talking about selling it one day. So anyway, I wound up getting it from him. And then over the years, my wife has claimed it a few times, and she's also threatened to sell it a few times. And so I told her the last time, if she threatened to sell it again, it was going to be my truck. We ain't getting rid of it. They're too hard to come by. We ain't doing it. So I'm sure once I get it going and driving, it'll be hers, but I tell everybody it's my truck. So we got that too. And like I said, I can't remember if it's been on here or not. I'll try to maybe put a picture of it up. I'm sure I have some pictures of it somewhere, but yeah. So we got plenty of stuff to do. We got plenty of things to work on. We are definitely not hurting for work, you know. So, but yeah, I would really, really like to get this one and the Ventura going before we start another project. But that's just kind of where we're at. Man, this poor old car. I will say that too, though. If I go look at something else to purchase this year and it's this bad, stop me. Y'all stop me. Don't let me do it. You know, y'all see what I go look at, so just be like, no, don't do it. Because this one has turned into a ton more work than I had anticipated. So, yeah. Whew. But, you know, unfortunately, that's about all I can afford. And quick little story too. The guy that I bought this car from, unfortunately, he has some serious health issues. I don't want to talk about it. That's not my story to tell. But when I picked this car up, like I said, I know I've told you the story. It was out in the woods, and he had a ton of old cars. Like it was just like basically a salvage yard out in the woods. And I knew he had some other GTOs. I didn't really know much about him. His health was declining pretty bad at the time, and so I was talking to his daughter, I think, maybe. So she was kind of like the go-between between me and him. I didn't actually get to speak to him specifically, except, through some text messages and stuff. But I did see he has posted, we follow each other, we're friends on Facebook or whatever. And he has 3 more of these that he is selling as a package. 3 70 GTOs. One of them, I think I would have to go, so don't quote me on this. I'd have to go back and read what he posted, but I think he said one of them was a 455 Ram Air 4-speed car, which is pretty awesome. But all 3 were pretty rough. I don't know that they were as rough as this car is. But he was selling them as a package deal. I think the price is probably, maybe right where they need to be. Is definitely out of my price range. But I would love to have them. But yeah, it's a little out of my realm of what I can afford. So, but yeah, I mean, if somebody will get a good deal on them, I'm sure. And then the one car being, if it is a true Ram Air car, 455 car, that car has quite a bit of value. So even if it's in rough shape like this one, I mean, this car here is just a base 400 automatic car, nothing special, but so I wish him luck. I hope he get some sold, or somebody gets a deal on those cars, and both parties are happy with the, you know, the sale of them. And hey, I'm all about saving them, so I hope somebody does something with them, gets them and saves them. I wish I could afford to buy them and save them myself, but I can't. So, but yeah, it's just, that's why I buy this old junk like this, because that's all I can afford. You know, I've said many times, I wish I'd have been born rich instead of so damn good looking, but I wasn't. So that's why we buy junk. But anyway, that's kind of my recap of the year and what's coming up. Like I said, we got plenty to do. We're going to keep on keeping on with this stuff. And I was kind of hoping, honestly, that I could have got this car done in time for Power Tour, but there's just no way. There's no way that's going to happen. The rust repair alone has taken so much longer than I thought. I was really hoping to be working on the mechanical aspect of this car by now. But this rust repair is just kicking my butt. So, but I thought it would have been cool to take this one this year on Power Tour, but that ain't gonna happen. So, maybe next year, maybe, hopefully. But yeah, the definite goal for sure is to get this car running and driving this year. This one in the Ventura for sure. I definitely think that is easily obtainable unless something terrible happens. So, and then like I said, we still have a few things to do to that one before Power Tour. So we will definitely get on that pretty soon. I don't want to wait till the last minute. Once we get through all the first of the year and all the stuff we got going on, that might be my next thing I do, is go ahead and start knocking that out, because like I said, I don't want to have to wait till the last minute and be scrambling and trying to finish this car up. So, but anyway, that's kind of just what's going on. I wanted to do this quick little video just to give you updates and let you know what was going on. And if there wasn't a video of us working on the cars in the next week or two, that's why. I mean, I really just don't know. I don't know what my time frame is going to be with everything I got going on, but I will try. I'm going to try to be out here working and doing videos still, but between work and all the traveling that we're fixing to do, it may be a couple of weeks at least before I have another like full length working on a car video. So, but anyway, thank y'all again for the 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for the comments, the likes, everything. Go follow me on Facebook and Instagram and all that. It's all Ratty Goat Garage. TikTok also, we started doing TikTok. But yeah, let's just keep it going. Thank y'all, and we'll see you on the next one.